Good evening. Salotina Edlanot. Say hi, say what's up. Don't go to Aussie. Throw it in the comments. Masi cho do Thursday. Thursday the Zinesa. Fourth day of the week. Gabi Friday honey the ondala. I know Saskatoon's and said daily tongue kit as an as a day but must see choner who send doing zinige share the live stream. Like it, share it, all that good stuff. Sineole. And then the final recap of the North of 60 Base for the past 3 weeks. Ron Robillard Bahalia Teenager episode 1 through 7 now. I think this is the last one. So the episodes are still up YouTube to Facebook so you can check it out there. And then boy it's in number but it's in page north of 60 final agreement but number booth as on your website the debits so any information her in it there but and phone out to there is some company who link no in it www.nuhenene.ca I think class C can do but just double check. So with that must see cho don't zinige thought seller Zal titled the Ron Robillard, chief negotiator of North of 60 final agreement. Final recap. Dlanet Ron.
So still mercy.
Nazun John the Kani Sani after about Lazaret had Chadain Leo and her Yanja Mushjak Kuyer Prince Albert.
John Prince Albert the Aurelia, do not kids in Aurelia, the Latini, all of the land, no, Zina. Yeah, a Aurelia, those indicated do need to do it's in nice weather. It's finally spring weather neither each other.
Yeah, spring fever da hate Dishon de la Yeah, so Nazu doing a final recap at the North of 60 over the last few weeks. Lots of information, lots of input and good and bad, but then aside any so it's always good. Yeah, so no about the North of 60 agreement that's easy.
Could you do about how many episodes? Six
6 or 7, yeah.
Doing 7 gate as a doing do it at the bonus he asked me a question, what is North of 60? North of 60 is needed plots at the other day. By LT Linolo. You the plant the Bella, the Limashig, that's a deal, the who did need any sinuits a hood see here, is needed a big like that sinuits and who has a only the you buy LT low. A bangoid as me low the bangathan at the do that offers only the head con what's it the last episode my LT like the organizations that who the what he has you the bangathan did somebody what's in it and what's it do the bangathan the glory did agreement who here glory did no it's an asida see no land he has no place no see glory had seen it only the ban yas my LT Linda you the do that okay get it not after right get who's eligible to vote the LT listen you the get yes or no hollow did get it on no needed closet the as my LT low yes needed and all the a then the you my LT million could you can need the Janessa and do copy do it final one and not did as in it did negotiate idea ratification on only the ratifications there then is a tire bill seat there none again in it are not busy who's eligible to vote from Fon Laku Black Lake Hatchet Lake a Hunil Tana the agreement is be last a year is from you but a big to Yenidar and you air not dinner the but you need ballot boxes only how do you vote on it you see Yeah, the kani China sazan do the John Prince Albert training la and that's a dis. When you could ratification committee members not Susan did by in the last couple of episodes ago. A ratification committee communities it's a John Prince Albert needed. A that's on the Abelasi. What is the roles and responsibilities ratification committee? It's a so there's two members from each community. On Lakwat's not then Black League not then Hatch League not then. A hit the con, you took did then I should quit on no Hildet. He has a ratification committee get a song the Zuma. She's joining us. It's a lawyer there that our presentation a body na yati as it doing zinege na training la not day. Do it rules and guidelines. The notes at least needed a big allied alien is it. Be it that last Article 29 this in a agreement be a ratification but I that who knows me as it that don't give up a horror. A is the Nahut or a ratification committee it's any KRT. On there a ratification roles and responsibilities it a committee of the last it's a KRT. Yeah, workshop la and noni it was a try see yeah just so that it's a committee members are trained that are new about la as is a tracery yeah. A Hajani Yari Prince Albert it's a name it's a well introductory comments na there's a workshop on yeah don't John Nelly Daggy don't recap la all don't the North 60 summary and all the music I need to make an LQ down LT. That's a minute than it was a first episode on LQ. Then I find other dozen none of the corrupt dinner in when none of the North 60 discussion that there a passing about 22 years than on I did than Helen Canada. Then the bellboy and Canada the agreement on DC. A young map get done in Newark is only about that is slow. John North 60 the home DC and that was about LT is the North 60 agreement on DC. Do 30 years in the car you want about court case about 10 years negotiate do 24 years get the don't belong either. Do it at Abuni the only some banach by LT last episode. Only some banach quantum banach hatchet litty to what some banach and see a done not in Nino done a something was quick at all lima sugar night door at we in the dark news a soft and yet on government of Canada there is the treaty commissioners is kissing on la began was it is as lots of bahichu as a gonna be a tier is the Quaid or a Cornwall, then see 1899, some Banachia, Corn, Hatchet Lako, a court ella, a hint illa. Then as no can be a teacher to inhibit is treaty document, a hint illa. They don't go together, if Chasney thought. Then you need to be you. I did to Netzel did than that Uhanuni on a say a fana. A ya, a sketch hour and Raja, some Banachia is. Yeah, 1970 zoo a Bonnet and teenage child. Canada Cornelia 1991 with a court case Ayana. Court case in unabonable the negotiations. It a court case aha there did a treaty boundary, treaty 8 boundary north of 60s and Northwest Territories, Great Slave Lakes and then all. In Nezit Ani no Nana Uye Petia Yanasi a government you highly is at there. Brew needed or treaty who shoot in Wishnia, a court case in the 1991. A court case a Bibicanate Dejo, Cornelia Hanuni the Joe government negotiated in 2001 it's a negotiating like that. We're doing 2024 they kill that year. Me that would their ball. Sibang Yati Hanidedi and North of 60 agreements. Sibidel Hanaded already no Hania, boundary the Payano how big Aya the Nina City Hano how on resource management the I did na kind of lean boards get and hill boards get the deal. Could do done it last couple of days ago. Yaga BQ Management Board not Winnipeg, Manitoba. They meet every 2 years, twice a year. So yeah, turn ground on the deck. Caribou Management Board really. Is it another alade nuni board no it's Northwest Territories Gayadu, Nunavut Gayadu, it had not been boarded. A Baya Tise. Boston did somebody no it's no it's a do another but I like double obviously kilo. A you economic development done the Hano on what's it. Hardly need the night see her needing warranty. Did a reserve a night busy Boston and North 60 needing night see her hall. A north of 60 that's a good that's a decent job, isn't it? What is north of 60?
Yeah, one of the things is North of 60 agreement, an additional to the historical treaties, right? It's not Sinenu late ilu Athabasca Dene is gaining all that land and parcels. Ze bagang boards plenty high boards like ani nila their management boards. How important to be a part of those boards at the North of 60
Seven is under or honest no. Ko did episodes gay le. The negotiate who need these and what Northwest Territories hand legal, Nunavut territorial isn't. What that I've been at a dizzy to the teen school day. Saskatchewan government is government Northwest Territories government Nunavut. I took all deal and or seek and not deal. Nick Atalan and the Sido Dibon who need dealing to Dibon Greek. We weren't aware, but no needing no Hadilo, no listening to no Hillalin, what's a deal with that. Quebec, as in court case, we have a channel. Quebec and I did the anarchist no need and a jar. No hello did job. The boards only they could do the notes that no hanund on no hasunund on. The agreement began like Dagi net charts at there. Did a hon nothing hill no the yes vote in national judge. The head not do board stuff it's easy to the basil, who would or added to water management. I had the board stuff it's no that I did it, Sanu would you see that but oil arts, South than I done had the boards bits so the environmental reviews done the mining into direction at the environmental review boards, so land use planning boards on the Roberts data. A Hena Benanic Ehalande, the agreement would do Belbigadi no Hanut Asnia. A Yano Yak Hinat Certain what you need it is the no need to need who Galat Dalade, Nuzago did and Nick and not date when I do who done my Orion. Not Hano the Northwest Territories and the Hasi Jala did the club board because like Davis in it. The Cage of Bellu, the Métis NWTU, Nuni Manitoba, Dene, Athabasca, Dene, Dene, because the Resource Management Board heat seeking it. Quite upon a board tilt San Joe, government no going order, mean clear jada, no, it's the agreement here at clearness on. It's the agreement hill no, a boards from other boards on the land. No need to delete only got share with Haha with the Athabasca Denison. Who don't on right now? Don't get your boards it board meeting soon, you know, Northwest Territories don't know. Yeah, ye boards don't lead a word on this on the bits on not sir, be a tin rats or sea basin. So that assume no be baza or a nahat and they who it who chat be basit who in that did be a chief with how
the next question about the North is 60 and NWTU none of it's and la Astana boards will ku Dana Bagayail Tiadok Denet Anuda Lao and Dok Trail Sigayail. Are they considerate of those things? Astana Duhusik and not dede, like Nul Tarl in they don't have to, right?
Yeah.
But are they considerate of your traditional area? It kind of goes with the last question.
Yeah, don't done it on the negotiate the 2001 bunny the nesutse. The government could done a collective. A bit big issue you get it on a. Lima shink and 80% and 80%. Don't who done it or things it are near LTA. It cannot be none yard to Northwest Territory. I see new gate who be Alan Dalande, government Yikalan Narel in a day. Onrosi, Nika Atalan Nadol in a day. No Jose Crasud and Hulu Duri, Hility. Government bill Isana Yan, the interim measures agreement who use it. I thought salads and neat begay here are the knee bessinia need to them. A yada lima shake and I do yalla while it's ongoing. A sort goody prospecting, exploration, permits, and you have to kill, and I don't know, you can need another top feet on the Kazana top way. Canoe so aid the negated a burial sites, historical, then who needs it, then a Zaza, then a Kunk Ilan Dolasi, then a corn to get trap lines, harvesting area, then a bah, you map an area government. Asud then a permanent really like they be show quite who moved all of the good in a fishing on Danny than all na be show quite a all loss. A eat couldn't get any than a day John Nick and no Disana, John then and none of that. They be such a dear when then a solution be so dear a then a put you need delivery in a hility. A then a so dear, there's a protocol, right?
Yeah.
And I put it in a Santa Lana de Bonage, I need a thought at table with Davis. You can kind of letter in a chart. New is Yaw, the government bought to its government, none of it, though, government Northwest Territories. With other permits than only on are the exploration to no need to know record. Some kilos on no bar for your comments. A whole long night developments, but I read home, the sunset areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of good to point out that you do really they don't have to do anything, but it's good that Boni there it's in Bagayat here. At during North is 60 Gani a few days ago, I believe Bagayat here. Now it's benefit and new the two the la machine al dande and ni I torn all as a collective North is 60.
Yeah, dude. The court case, there are three bands of in the last bonning and Tiwalis in the court case, the 1991 bonning and Quay the Naki Treaty Skayas, Treaty 8 on the phone large black lake in Atana, Treaty 10 Gayal on the 100 lake, at 12 years theater. A Tanil here were their beneficiaries to this agreement. I saw doing so and then I saw Nidarat, what's that I saw Naral Zoo. Last year, Ganithila, Northwest Territories and Ethansaw in Lilla. Then they considered every year, then you can do. Trappers did not do. Then I saw Nidarat, awesome, was it? Those would be beneficiaries like they have saw the North of 60 agreement, Nick Ajada.
Cool. Honest nithral industry at the basket Dene Yati on the song even NWT Akacho none of it and then Manitoba Benezet I tot in it towards diligence about currently la industry kondi sick and at data don't a process.
And you do your hope on the will go with your did on so lots of more content as a when none did a northern 60 were non and neat article not all zo in Basel could have the agreement need jare then it's up then is on job is very key is on then it alright and so lots about holiday they got a right to hunt out this out Kuli there's ways of communications kind of wish who there's internet we need a guide to hotel and they couldn't have it say do hotel the agreement with Azina was a Karakunti and all Asani. Other indigenous groups, not all Zoko has also either. But the fishing, what the Nakuri do has also either. Could the industry Bazina Tina there? A Suda don't development cannot say the Southern Lake, a Uchat Kuliza. I Berons and which I'd quite neither. Berons, Saskatchewan, puts a bunny out Northwest Territories and Dunning at who need shop there. And so we a big permanent betla and company a permanent betla Yasino was a currently lila. It is not in government permanent actually at class on exploration or Danish, sampling or soil sampling or only lead to her. Could another net ha could permanent ha, but all chosen was a person than with me. Nice on bit dia to get the net another law, the canitary cynic is a book you do it anyhow. A done the head in horror crew, no head in a diet channel in the industry. No, it's unfortunate. As I mean, what I'm doing or another way on the agreement they couldn't start a new check on how Tinatsa. Don't go do Uncle Ilo or Theo long. No, and none is to heal over Quanan no Nil till Dadan cannot a diddly no not constantly go healer. Need no one to hasten the lady Corrigilo. Who a quantage are the agreement deeds in there. No, we had hated out there. In industry, there are a consultations they do with you. You have to be very careful. I so done with no buzzing with in trap line of quality, not from the compensation than the handed. Need or to a start seeing that. With the bath and the non and a public will you. Publics need a almost set a deal. Deno, and now canoe is done in your fan on research on the canoe and then canoe on the last year this kids less a queer was Salmon Lake over the Dilutes and they did portage about 5 kilometers swamp these live. Isn't seemingly already on a new page. Is it the public knowledge than it took canoe on the Zeri deal and there? Hodu hits a deal. Kiske Hodu denotes a kiss neither. Then no one need a stole Sija, cabins it would a dollar, they cannot dig out. The Hondanet and it would Lazid and a Zazam Yasida Edi on it dilch out it with reported on a wheel quantity. No Hodorish Karo that's and the Zeri deal say a quantity, a agreement yet allowed you.
I dre torlunt I see a bag I theatre Nico di coin a conti see a doish near as I said nulia nin torlunt a lama she holium I dolly de.
The organizations the buy and little one day. The agreement need here jade a seat and what's a here the DJ office they know Hanut Asnila. The office don't allow the Niho di Quamuli, it'll be a treaty office. Could see that government they to permanent to the Taralilla de no it's an office at sea. It's no one in you no hello do consultations and all build partnership like an 8 daily it's an office on Sunday. Niho di Quahulia.
Cool then not daisy then ne court in dene I committee dealing get that yes I guess which nations representatives
Not current in the office at the end. The organizations and the corporations is all not do John and the land claims connect the corporation at the there's a board of directors on that. So board of directors on there 3 communities it's in board done. So we have not done it from each community it is there. Yeah, so we have about a total of six directors, a board the president, the other down, and over Abahara did negotiations with Quata, a board handling. Could you now then only the agreement that did not not correl in Kanini who would the quantity, ni who would the treaty office, the country, board of directors bits as a null see as a vote a lady dealer, vote at the Natal year. You can't want the Nature Kenny at the vote right on the hard board of directors need your door in that day. Ya Kuya, is a Kuya, could even need started born is office not correl internet in it. Not correl internet. The Totenbia TI officer on the HTO Hunters and Trappers Organization, that Abilai Yage, the Naradu no Caro, Night Zero, it's a law, the Korean Dene what are musical dead than no cannot de la that day. Charging no ita hata no retsayo. The laws are up its easy no kenny the dorasa shan't no by the office the hello Saturday Bushna the Hunters and Trappers Organization office the holy kina that Sunday somebody aza the Thana board of directors bits Thana board of directors had called about Lahala their role and responsibility on trappers on the hunters it's around the assisting the office out there.
Yeah, before we go into Tamba Base, because I got boards tila, and I believe a couple episodes ago, Duhum boards nets is on Nendahim Baganan. They're like you're directed by a board
I don't on do right now. If you go back to the history on that, or the Bumi Day 2001, corporation no it's in it. Government no it's in somebody, but laid down, but our staff nights to our lawyers now, consultants and it's an do courts is samba who is ni quaha, or in a management. All they know how samba who is ni organization no it's in Prince Albert Grand Council no how samba who is ni they were managing the money. I didn't know how funding agreements are on but somebody but our staff they need to consultants who lawyers got in Hatalan now in 2001 it's in 2012 it's a matter who they did it. 2012 no name that the three Athabasca bands no need some corporation would see negotiate an idea no ni hard that the PGC which has no tell that there. Can't lawyer no how the corporate lawyers and get a lawyers on Yolana. Lawyers, environmental lawyers, Bazu, corporations, and business lawyers. The corporate lawyer thought he should know back is a king, corporation hits here. 2012 corporation deals in who corporation deals in there. Buni Visa, the board of directors, the root in what's it, the EDC, or at least the bylaws on your board of directors and bylaws are at least board of directors, not the Senja appointment. Appointment, board of directors, Hajana. Don't be negotiate a quadro, did somebody who didn't approve it. It's unruly financial review, the Aldano, bond, and it's unruly, did artist a whole on a look and only there's a negotiate on you with some here. So we need on a quarterly basis is a hotel another on the office holding on there. Higher board of directors, it's and there's not each organization's
the board of directors every couple of years or kind of same thing onto.
Yagala as in doing that every year is that they do that either every year is now again. Where you did a seed Yenedare near a nature Kukani Islan yet, Nizula that staggered out that staggered the skin and the knee. Put down on you start Islan heat or non 1 year this too. Non 2 years and non 3 years. Cut away, 3 years neatly on your standing close. Can't you cut to stagger that he in a head did I non honest fathers to non got on do. Doing 3 year term this year. 3-year term only there but larger shareholders of Sani Dilu, Yon Dial to non it's non ye to non BT to Sarai to and you want decision is seated. They cut to at least get your yen over there in for 3 years with that.
Cool, Dene, na Zoom seek and other, we're gonna keep you the heads of the on the sun for another 3 years.
You review it on the East Coast. You can engage already been you a billion in Chile, Dora Jelly is not you hotel. Could the SARS sketch the only thing that's going to be different? The new organization treaty needed in Nigeria, no appointment out of it's the office of Party Corporation. Board of Directors appointment the Chief Council. Every 3 years is like you say. Could another agreement needed in Nigeria than so none Canada. Then a New Zealand Board of Directors New Zealand because who get out by voting that day. Chief Council to what he gives a no needed the Board of Directors hire you that day. A can't by kissing yaja. So it's good that people have a say in that day.
Yeah, Dene, but in benefit on the ladder north of 60, not just directors who Nenta, Dene Kodani Ventasa. It kind of goes into before the financial part of it. A voting process coup ratification honey there. I know just a couple episodes ago, Dene Yanizi Thadi Bezida Thalanisi, the ancestry, Gani Bakanu Tao. Call it the which bands are eligible to vote ratification, honey, there and age group who count to
18 is on another side than he get it. So age of 18. Yeah, no, or maybe if we vote the dead one, so that can feel a question. So that's something that others get late fall. He get her. He get has in it. Ballot boxes only the high you look at set up a seat. The voters eligible voters on the day black liquids in you found a lack of hatchet lake. A ban list busy lassie a hierarchy busy in it as a busy in what I did by the verification committee. Now, only their jalade, it's a agenda, the jet on a day, a dinner on your voters list, but that's going to be confidential too. A uni bar, Fanny no, and then I can do no hello in a song, you cannot listen to, and then I could lead a song, you because it's not the levels and non Edmonton, no nice aspect, no, you because over then you as a jala, non education, how could it is cannot do the settle in different location. You need what is in the hello in it. No, the Edmonton not dog and cool, or you is in a con. Yeah, either when you ban listed the canny town, you be ziding it as a Saga simply no barber in the Latina than a zeta law. He get degree, you are at the age of 18 and up. We know who's from Black League, we know who's from Hatch and League on the last down in you tar, you agree. Crew governments saw seen who were kegi a sumbasinian China, a sumbang build conference call a years ago, Bunkere. Eight of the dead descendants in it. Descendants needed the Betsy Anne, Betsy Anne, Betsy Anne. Crew the descendants of Maurice Ban Hene, who ate Agarashni ala de 1899 did the Maurice Pishi, a then go the Ryan, who built up Panashi and he found a lot. A descendants of Maurice Ban's a old band on and see that land is it on visited land. A the Cananu Task near Iskabado. A Udibar Fanadi Lakla Hash Treaty Tense. 1906 Simon Janison a treaty. Some Banaki see Lakla Hash really cool. Bonlaya Tiade hatchets near the Hatchet Lake.
Yeah,
Lakla Hash really a descendant sending you see it. I would say unaware at the than you see. beziding on it. It's a last name that who you cool in with government who you aren't air you than a cool that it's members only see in a you know yaga no but great nila ilinita na a pesina nil chuvits a people na ya chile bit a classroom band members out and visit last a youth anita nanu.
Ye told bedol on it or then I said they give the ratification honey there, which will be in about get sad had in you.
Get us how can don't ratification committee yo a long jara budget work plan he'll say we need the sound information sessions only the can need don't see it and hele chadidila. So that nothing yarin is one of the on this is the any two last year in the springtime John Prince Albert regional workshop na yada no look in anante Laurent was on Saskatoon was on the Vilna Desi then a recure Facebook page getting information the regional workshop in Linus on it and only hit it that's another Banara transportation only no one in 3 days will come to night day building in the zone. Is the communities the Kui had idea. And if the board of directors been laid to a do regional workshop at Agani at that day. Do each community then on the it's a data I in it are in net in that there Yakna see that there don't see in the connected information session. Yeah, the ratification committee, information that around logo you that how it the list get up on it, do something like that. We're hoping fall time, late fall isn't getting get up in it.
But in Laza don't had an ultancy or Prince Albert not there.
Don't do bad laws it we are training that that way.
Okay, I know there's Tampa then a hanint as a time, but benefit a Tampa. There are 3 bands to is it one time at that Tampa nint they hut auto don't why Tampa basa.
Tatzen somebody as first one on the day the capital financial settlement it's about one time somebody it's in it as somebody was in it on the been trust here don't trust agreement again I did and a trust agreement he sugacha and it on concert is it gilly a tigacha and it I thought then on night deal on there then the head holding as I did I do be then the information yet you know what I mean how we came in nothing did that or the original workshops we did is doesn't be getting China. Yeah, then not haunt in a new Nathan there is a gay yellow. Yeah, trust agreement working a day it's some working let up. Now there might be some payout too. Your agreement be that laws on your TV that now the investments in it all on there the TV that on there. A capital one, that's one. Quebec in a day one-time implementation who yeah. A somebody with need and did another way I didn't know on there. But our office is here office gone really don't be somebody zone. Yeah, you did a organizations did the who the con not covering in con a communities they thought one housing country had gone has neither a office dollar. I had been somebody as I one time implementation funding the became want here there a third one on there court funding there ongoing near out with somebody out there. Ban office under somebody is a government somebody all every year. A easy did no it's a office whole lot say staffing how the land there but every year somebody new somebody government it's an proposal hit approve a last one there. What standards at the really did show now groceries she's on did too. We took that into consideration. John Dick is it don't see the church or what standard his. So if you're probably looking at about $3 a liter, it's not need to quite that. isolation communities. A freight cost on a quite a sale was needed to take yard or something. You've been on the how a hard somebody. Staffing it will not see this salary done the northern factory what see our key. A budget like this so government that I somebody ongoing funding. There's three sources of funding. Not pay one timer, capital, but offices and call. Third one day ongoing every year.
A year another company the band funding policy as based on the 3 bands or just well I understand band office company audit every year. It's based on their population. Could it's based on 3 order
it's not going to be based on population. The capital G, it's based on population. The first one is in it. So all they've done they look at the northern factor rule. To negotiate and I didn't say I don't know it's doing all the say when needs it. I don't need no one choking that's in deal. I don't need them done it. Yeah. Sort of like a reconciliation not government, liberal government. Yeah. Reconciliation renewal. So they look at that our funding formula some bar at and at some bar at a capitals on they look at per capita. A capital population of could it the other ones one-time implementation of this 1,000 IU office. What does it cost to build 5 offices? Could the ongoing funding that's scenic is a lot. Now staff now board of directors they're going to represent all 3 bands. The treaty office don't all they need what they board of directors they all the board of directors negotiators as long as a year they did somebody do it every year that did somebody say staffing the what they're going to be doing every year. So they're going to be working for the 3 Athabasca bands. A good example is a tribal council. Prince Albert Grand Council one day they look after 12 First Nations within PG. Meadow Lake they call they're going to be representing the 3 Athabasca bands.
Staff class I was there then a company.
You need what positions are internal meetings down in there. They treat the office don't like okay, not a staff or what kind of staff do we need there? We need lawyers, we need consultants, need the resource management only it's the office on the other day. With also indeed at the age of 16 is there are math and science but are that's the area we need to go into. The environment biologists the resource management what the studies cannot deal on that science they're going to have positions a treaty office could not correlate in office data. That's another regional hunters and trappers organization. The office of the board of directors they found a bit still. The staff bits treaty office here's a treaty office. There's a regional office right here. Hunters and trappers. Not office each going to have their own staff board of directors. Communities they saw office for hunters and trappers. You want us staffing that see another agreement this crime then you see jail capacity building the move down in don't see jail another and Barbara in the Lara Pasa. At least quite the arbiter.
then a san lada betsiala, which is very good, see they tiano and then already dilated the duelant, even yeah, Theo answered doing the song. Causing a case of pop is $42 now do tano, right? Guy,
It,
guy pop what down Lee, see hele. And
yeah,
so at the ratification boss said doing like I get Thai sound at nila
yeah.
as needed in law to donor and then bet I did soon that Donna deals be a couple years or a year
Uh,
before finalizing.
a couple of backs, your episodes now became LT as by LT. Could you have get it done? Did you know? What happens if you vote no? Then in there is the agreement that deal and either it's a need all at it's a make a little who in the near yaw. I can't be engaged at in the skitters in there that deal and there. It baho on the hunter. Could have suit in list the national knowledge on the first vote on. First vote when the ratification you see yaw you ballot boxes you the not right that's in the banit on the get a a numbers hike in it's and 50 plus 180 in the day. A committee, the ratification committee, they're going to review it on you. That job, the vote didn't reach 50 plus one that day. On the Danish has not reviewed a It'll be a second vote. Second vote not then Hanut on it. I know it's a new ratification that your day to schedule ballot boxes on the haha you dispatch you could have vote yes in that non a second vote a sinus area there. Second vote no neither day. You need to get there. Cook any successful 50 plus 180 non yes. It cook any government aid results but it's you government aid didn't stand ratification as on. Parliament the on debate cannot the review
Mhm.
hana
Yeah.
a parliament the third reading with some kind of bill they introduced the bill into the house in with an agreement as on to vote yes or no by a really know you on debate cannot do can't really attend now but it's clear it cannot the inuit a yala ni national weather things isn't but through the neo he Charlie what ella Northwest Territories and any thought a agreement national in China doing self-government over
Mm.
ja, sibet om det deja. Is it going to you builds ut here? Parliament. Parliament yana daily leader the hansut yung and a the hut deja cook and the taquans a chief and council chief and the chief su ministry to prime minister to a lasula it says zini as a signing ceremony a signing ceremony later crew but on zini effective day to year at Zinega seen what's a do boundary no how it and you has the Canada pay was in boundary. A
Mhm.
randi the you effective date as seen zinit somebody ono what's a do needed the kalima machine and they did it's an you boundary the because young how resource management can buy and he on a review idea. China they built out the board city as it's somebody as a call you Northwest Territories only you
Mhm. Mhm.
yadi with a treaty la and effective date note on the yeah
Mhm.
so do right now just for discussion yeah had as no neither then say wrong October so that nearly the October if he get on it if he get everything successful who can jara yes nation on it so we're looking at about another 2 years from their effective date it's on.
Mm.
Yeah, it's got to go through Parliament, do signing ceremony, effective date a year, equally 2 years before we get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time frame how long they put that.
Yeah, a lot of times I see it at Donny Lont, as much as we would like, but I'm sure and all then day it's going to be a historical day at the Basket Dene, which is very significant. Dre, a new treaty added onto the historical treaty. Doon zinige Ron Massinen Estaniers and about questions it's it's been good. Raced in north of 60 bars over the last few weeks, and I hope then at the range outly.
See the good something. Then a high and another sequin nahadi do future generations say about it. You know, yet cannot say that on when none I still feel, when none of I choose up to get teen out this and then in the dark near the treated no it's easy. The treaty 8 or treaty 10 now you down dealers. Oh, be young get out dealers and non I could then I could on even job. Big don't benefits no one in the out or the 60 be down young is the government be did that didn't see a Nile shoe harry did. Sakulia Sitna Yao dealers and honor than a yavan, Hetarani than the treaty H treaty 10 na Jizu, Bedian Yokanuts and treaty no clear that the pot at the treaty H treaty 10 onwards is it, seen with a name who's easy, a night die, that's another a big, don't see a little near how deal another 60. A Yaitan Yanani is one, Mercy Willis.
Masi Cho, really appreciate it. And another day, hun tai ke nadliloza.
On the Pina or Sana Yalla.
Yeah, again, and it's again, loza.
Again, it's
Mas. Alrighty, salot in a Ron Robillard, the chief negotiator of North of 60 final agreement. You know, last 7 episodes hit huntai kela. Then information in ratification, historic treaty to a modern treaty to, and Nihoid di basu, and then resources. Could resources needed? Then a sultana, then tot inya theater resources they needed, but asamba who layers. Could then a sultana ayet orange aulisi yet ahan now kondisia bases. So you can go check out a past episodes, YouTube to Facebook, Aborit, and also look at notes in phone. Podcast, but there was Dene Yati podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, a year the booth out. So I must choner who sees hello in a dune zinige so sell hunta do you. My next guest day sell Justin Herman chartmate Tiozi a halia. So sometime probably next week. I know Gabi says Canna Bahel Nastra and Gabi will be in Ministiquan Lake School, yes, Tiha, and then Canoe Lake. So really thankful, Masinas, then for these upcoming opportunities. So with that, Masi Cho, Nuhabara Lianle, aho.